One thing I love about a brand new notebook, it's clear, it's blank, blank space, blank canvas. One thing I love about a brand new year gives me a chance to reassess stuff that I pretty much know I don't need to or want to purchase this year. We're going to start with a few things this time around. Most of the stuff is in the food arena, and there is one or two things that I'm not going to get that's in the non food arena. Let's get started with this one. All right, going to jump right into it. Oh, by the way, my name is Jan. Welcome to another episode of my channel, the Save Money More Jan channel. If you're new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. Been here a while. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please kindly, immediately smash that like button if you've been here and you know my stuff. Okay, hope you like it, brand new person. There you go. But here are the things I refuse to buy in 2025. Number one is powdered milk. What? How can you say that, Jan? I don't have to buy it. That's why. I love the idea. I store powdered milk. I don't have to purchase it. Why do I not have to purchase it? One, I had some in my stockpile. Two, I have a neighbor who doesn't care for powdered milk, and she was gifted with powdered milk and wanted to know if I would take some. And so, therefore, I was like, yeah, thank you. I'll be very glad to take it, quote, end of quote, off your hands. I think it's really important to store. I try to convince my neighbor to, store at least some of it. I would feel terrible. I said, well, it's here anyway. If you need it, just tap me on the shoulder. I think it's a really good thing to hang on to. But some people just, they don't care for the taste or they just don't use it for whatever the reason. But I was offered the opportunity and thank you, thank you, thank you. So, yeah. And of course, I will compensate in a little bit of a food exchange because I do understand that this neighbor does like my homemade eggplant parmesan. Thank you so much. Next time I make some, I'll cut you a big, big old slice. There you go. All right. Next, hand washing products. The kind that's sanitation type, sanitary type. I have a couple. I have one that's not an antibacterial. I have another one that's just regular, good old hand washing soap. The ones with the little pumps on it. I have like 12. I totally don't need to buy it. I have it. Why should I buy more? I have it. Probably takes about, I would say, yay, about 1 month use. So I'm good for the year. It's not necessary in my case. I have more than I need. All right. Next, frozen pasta entrees. Now I've gone over this in past videos. When a frozen pasta entree tastes extremely salty, in my honest, and it doesn't taste like the way I like to eat pasta. I like to customize mine. So I realized last year or about a year and a half back that, and I still do it, and it saves me a ton of money. And this week you'll see the fastest way to do this. The fastest way. We'll get into it on that other episode. But I'm not going to spend for a little hunk of pasta that's frozen, that's ultra salty anyway, and the back of it has chemicals in it that look more like a science lab than something one would want to eat and cost more money to boot. No, I much rather do it my own way with simple ingredients. It's just so easy. That's another show. I'll get into that. So I refuse in 2025 to buy pre-made frozen pasta entrees. It's ridiculous. It's one of the easiest things that one can make on their own. Just portion it out and freeze. But like I said, another show, another show. All right, the next one may surprise some people. For years and years and years, like most of us, we've grown up on canned tuna, like in metal cans, right? Honestly, I am not a fan of canned in metal cans tuna anymore because I've come to find out that the one in the pouch is, yes, it may cost a little bit more, and I'm willing to go for a slight amount more, but I feel I save in this way. I know how much I use. I don't go past one pouch a week. Big deal. So I did the math. So if it's 4 pouches a month, times 12, I only need 48 pouches for the year. So what I could do, buy little cases of it when it goes on sale, and I'm good to go for a whole year, and it keeps nicey nice in the stockpile. I'm telling you, for me, everybody's different. Everybody's household is different. It may be way more economical for you and your family to use the one in the can. The one in the can, I don't like dealing with the draining of it. I don't like dealing with the smell of it. I just don't like dealing with it and then having to recycle. So the pouch one is so much more convenient. I've actually acquired a taste for that because I just like the drier version of it. For me, it works. Do I expect others to feel the same way that I do? No, I do not. Like I said, all my life pretty much was 90% the one from the can. But I never cared for dealing with the can itself. I never cared for draining it and all that. For me, it's just worth a couple of cents extra. But if you buy it the way I suggest in bulk, you could get a really, really good deal on it if this is something you like. But I'm explaining to you what I'm not going to get in 2025. And in this case, I'm not going to buy. First of all, I already still have cans of tuna from the past, and it's there. And I'm going to keep it there. I still don't even need to, even if I loved it. I don't need to. I have it in existence already. So I'm good to go. But this is a matter of personal taste and personal preference as time goes by. All of us evolve. What you maybe never would have tried 10 years ago, you try it now and go, you know what, this might be better for me in my situation. I'm just saying, again, it's situational. Everybody's situation is different and everybody's taste is different. Does that make sense? Of course it makes sense. All right, frozen pre-made pizza. I have come to learn that I so much more prefer to make my quick crust, the one that you don't need yeast, you just need baking powder and a little bit of oil and a little bit of flour, okay? And you just follow the directions and a little bit of water. And what I want to do is instead of buying little boxes of the pre-made mix, I can make my own little mixes and store that away. And I would keep them in a section in the refrigerator, and just to keep it nice and easily accessible. Make a few so I could just dump the powdery mix in, add my oil and water, and make the extremely easiest, fastest crust ever. And of course, I could customize my individual pizza to the way I like it. I'm not a fan anymore of spending, some of those frozen pizzas, if you don't get them on a good sale, some of them, the prices could be absolutely ridiculous. Has anyone noticed a big increase in price in your area on frozen pizza? Let me know in the comment section below. But I could tell you for factual around where I am, yes, yes, yes. So I'm like, not only do I not want to pay extra for it, but I could customize it the way I want to. And it's so easy to do. It is a joke. It is a joke. It is a joke. I'm just saying. All right. So for me, I don't need to buy frozen pizza. Now, you may want it for, certain conveniences, or you don't like working with dough or whatever. That's fine. That's fine. But I strongly suggest definitely, well, always try to get everything you can on sale. But look around and see, if you can really get a better deal on one brand versus another, because some of those prices can be really like, excuse me, right? Okay, I'm not going to buy little individual pouches of instant oatmeal. I'm not saying they're not delicious. I'm not saying they're not easy. But guess what? If you get some quick oats, pour it in your bowl. You don't have to cook it on the stove at all whatsoever. Just get your hot water. Like I have one of those hot water kettles. I pour it right over it in my bowl. I add whatever flavorings I want to it. Voila. Okay. And what I use to make, I think like a pouch, like an individual pouch, I count the tablespoons. It could be something like 6 to 8 tablespoons that work in my bowl. It depends on my mood. If I'm ultra hungry, it'll be 8 tablespoons. If I'm just regular hungry, it'll be about 4 to 5 tablespoons. Whatever. Find out what works for you, and then just measure it out that way so that you know. But we could probably even check that on a Google search to see how many teaspoons or tablespoons of instant oatmeal are in each individual package. And by the way, I don't know about you, but I have noticed it seems like there's a lot less inside of those packages than from 25 years ago. Does anyone else notice that? Let me know in the comment section below. When I used to take out one of those pouches of oatmeal back in the day, back in like the late 90s, early 2000s, to me, it felt a lot heavier than the packages of right now. So I get my store brand of the Quick Oats, which is already a fractional price, and I can put whatever I want in there. Oh, by the way, if you like that cream of taste, here we go again with the non-liquid with the powdery creamer, if you will, the kind that I always suggest. Put a little bit of that powdered creamer on top of that and mix it well into your bowl with whatever flavors that you want. Just saying, just saying. It gives that cream of effect. It really does. Start small, maybe just a half a teaspoon to see if you notice any cream of effect. And if you want more, you add more. I'm just saying. So I refuse to buy those, which could be a very expensive, especially the the name brand, the instant flavored oatmeal. Some of those packages run like a pretty penny, and I'm not willing to give up that pretty penny when I could get the same exact thing except customize it my own way for a fraction of the cost. I'm just saying. All right, now here's something I refuse to buy that is not a food item. Okay, this is long standing and will probably go on every single year when I mention things I don't want to buy. I still continue to refuse to buy cheaply made garbage bags, trash bags, or very cheaply made storage bags. Yes, bird clock. And definitely refuse to buy cheaply made aluminum foil. Go for the better quality foil. You might get a good quality store brand. Make sure it's heavy duty. Some people, I think there's another one called extra heavy. I'm fine. It has to be really a good quality foil. I don't care if it costs me a couple of cents more, because if I buy the very cheaply made version, I just threw away $1.25 or $2 or whatever. I would much rather wait to get foil, which doesn't really necessarily go on sale a lot, at least not in my area. Sometimes I might catch a deal around November, December, and then keep an eye out on it. But when you can get a good deal and stock up on the good stuff that helps you, that stretches your budget. I do believe in paying a little bit more sometimes for a better quality product. That's what makes me frugal as opposed to cheap. And I'm sure I'll come up with a few more other items in the not so distant future that I refuse to get this year. I want to wish everybody well. And don't forget to click like, share, and subscribe. By the way, let me know what you refuse to buy this year. Let me know for 2025. Have an amazing, fantastic day, everybody. I want to let you know I really do appreciate every single one of you. And let's not forget to do what this lady does. Have an amazing, fantastic day. Take good care of yourself and your wonderful family.